Hello everyone, I'm Cheryl Ray, again with you here on the YouTube channel for the Southern Christian Writers Conference, and I'm here to share some more helpful information and advice for you. Today, my topic is 5 tips to help you find more time to write. If you're like me, your life is very, very busy, and sometimes you just don't even know when you're going to find time for writing in your schedule, even though writing is so important to you. So I've got 5 tips for you that I think can help you right away, can help you today to find more time to write, to make it more of a priority in your life. So number 1 tip for finding more time to write is to work with your personality. So anyone that knows me, at least everybody in my family knows that I am not a morning person. I am not going to force myself to get up at 5 in the morning to write because that does not fit my personality. I'm a night owl. I like to stay up late. I will often be found at 2 in the morning writing. That works for me. So do not force yourself, if you like to get up in the morning, to work late at night. Work with your personality. You do not want to make it uncomfortable for you or something that you're not enjoying doing. Number 2, come up with a specific plan, and this really relates to 2 different tips. There are several different ways that you can track your writing and find time to write, and one of the most important ways is by setting goals and having a plan, and there are 2 ways that you can do that. So, my second tip then would be to write for a certain amount of time every day. So give yourself a goal to write for 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, 2 hours a day, 15 minutes a day, whatever it may be. So that second tip is to write so much every day. The third tip would be to give yourself goals for writing for a certain amount of words. So you may want to tell yourself every day I'm going to write 500 words, or I'm going to write 2,000 words. Make yourself a goal to do that and do it based on how many words you can write. My fourth tip then would be to track your progress. Make sure you are keeping up with what you're doing. So that might mean that for the next week, just to kind of see how it works, you are going to write down, you're going to have either a notebook where you can jot down your notes, or you're going to have it set up on an Excel spreadsheet or on a Word document or notes on your phone, or however you want to do it. And you're going to keep track of how much you wrote every day, whether you wrote, for so much of a period of time, or if you wrote so many words. Keep track of it. So by keeping track of it, you will then see what you have accomplished. My fifth tip for finding time to write is going to be creative. So we want to come up with some ways that we will be encouraged to find the time to write every day in creative ways. Oftentimes we get stuck in ruts and we just kind of get into certain habits, and because of that we can be less productive. And so be creative with your time so that you are more productive. For example, do you find yourself commuting for a very long time of the day that you could wish you could spend that time writing? So record yourself writing. Do you find yourself stuck at appointments or waiting on things at the doctor's office, whatever it may be? Do you find yourself sitting in traffic? Do you have a lunch break that really you can't accomplish a lot during that time? Spend those times writing. So be creative with your time so that you are finding time in unconventional ways. Another idea in that same area would be to go somewhere different to write. Be creative in your environments. So I sometimes go just to a coffee shop to write because for some reason I feel more productive there. So sometimes I just have to kind of get out of the habit of what I'm doing and be creative. So those are 5 really quick tips for you. 1, use your personality, okay? Go by what works for you. 2, set a goal to write for so much of a period of time every day. 3, set a goal to write a certain amount of words every day. 4, track your progress because you want to see what you are actually accomplishing so that if you need to change it up somehow, you can do that. And then 5, be creative. So get out of the house, use different little snippets of time when you can. Use your creativity to find time to write. So experts tell us that a habit can be started and sustained in 30 days. So give it a chance. Try to come up with a schedule for how much you're going to write every day, what that schedule is going to be like, when you're going to try to write, how you're going to do it, how does that work. Track your progress and do it for 30 days and see if it can become a habit. If something doesn't work, try it all over again. Try something new. Try a different method to finding time to write. Writing, of course, is a wonderful creative experience, but it takes work as well. And sometimes these small little things can be so hard and can be so challenging and can keep us from writing. Things like finding time to write amidst our busy schedule. So I'm hoping that those tips will help you, and continue to come back here to the SCWC channel for more inspiration and encouragement and practical tips for you as you try to continue on in the writing journey.